It's Mariah.
Hey guys, so my TED Talk I want to bring up today, I just want to, kind of inspire you on something that kind of influenced me, which was spoken word poetry. I want you guys, you guys probably wondering, what is spoken word poetry? How can we connect to it? Well, spoken word poetry are things that are said out loud, and they're things that you express. Spoken word poetry has been known as a private hidden art, when in my opinion I personally don't believe that. When power leads man towards arrogance, poetry reminds us of his limitations. When power narrows the area of man's concern, poetry reminds him of richness and diversity of existence. When power corrupts, poetry cleanses. That was a quote from President John F. Kennedy. Poetry helps build inspirational poems that help to kind of express what others want to show to people. Spoken word poetry also wants to inspire others to do what they feel that it can accomplish. There are many places you can go and speak and listen to, such as the Poetry Slam in LA, the Poetry Lounge, the Fly Poet Spoken Word, and Music Showcase. My question to you is, can you see yourself connecting to spoken word poetry? If so, how? And if not, why do you feel like you can? The background of my achievement would be that it showed me things in life that I never thought that I would really see. I first started to write what I felt in my heart and what I wrote in my notebook. Later on in life, it became more lyrical, where I started putting more music behind my poetry. As I grew older, I became more interested in things such as the Project Voice by Sarah Kay, who created this website to help teens express themselves through spoken word poetry. I began writing poetry in the 5th grade, and I still write to this day. I wrote about the things that people ignored to see, such as expression of nature and the expression of people's faces. I had a lot of problems in my life that kind of affected not just me, but also my poetry. My poetry became really dark and deep in a certain moment where it kind of inspired me to keep going. It gave me a chance to explore more of my options and to explore a world that I thought I never could really see. When I had lost a very valuable person in my life, it became a lot more harder to kind of go through life. And also my parents started to have a major influence on me because they kind of saw me differently. And it was a really unbearable pain that I couldn't technically deal with unless I wrote it in my book. As time went on, I began to surprise myself by the words that I started to write and the way that I started to influence the others around me. And it really inspired me to keep going. I want you guys to know that I know that this world is a really dark place, but that it does have some light. We just got to see it. We have to see it. I want people to hear the poetry that I write, and I want them to connect their problems and their concerns to it and find it to inspire themselves to do something better and bigger with their life instead of sitting around and just hoping and wishing for something bigger. I personally connect to my achievement because I write about the things that people really don't like to see. So it's grown on me and it kind of built as a part of my life. The only thing you would need to know to understand my achievement is that I want to understand people's concerns and their problems, and I want to write something that will help them to connect to that as well. My achievement has driven me to drive others with bold and powerful words, and I want to inspire people so much that it makes them crazy. My ambition would have to be the things that surround me. Whether it's good or bad, it helps me to strive for better. My achievement alters my life because it's the way I feel that others feel on paper, that they don't want to express to everybody else, that they feel they have to keep locked and hidden away. I feel like my achievement can help reveal things that people choose to not see in others. My achievement is to help others spread their word on paper and show it to others, and to prove to people that there is many different things that people have. Now, I wrote this poem, okay, just for all you guys, and I'm hoping that sometimes, hopefully, it will connect to somebody, maybe all of you guys in here, but it's just a little something that I thought that would help. Life is like a sequence that is full of weakness. It's a story that has no end. Different color and race to people calling them a disgrace. Orientation is not the same, so people make them feel ashamed. Ashamed of who you are and what you want to be. Judging you is not an option. We just have to stop it. Stop saying all these names and playing all these games. Weight and size should be just fine. Don't let hate kick in. From jock to band and popular to bland, we can still be one. Hand in hand is how we should all stand. Nobody should carry a label because they might be unable. Unable to hold in all that pain because of that name. Black or white, to gay or straight, to fat or thin, it shouldn't matter. Everyone has the power to make this change matter. What is sadder is that nobody wants to climb up that ladder. They want to keep it the same. Instead, they should change it. Put down the signs and stop the crimes. Red, white, and blue, let's make this something new. Everyone has a different color. It's what makes us like no other. Don't be like the others. Show your true colors. Thanks, guys.